Good morning from Mount Rainier National Park. This is Steve with my hiking buddy Gino.
Whoa.
And Chris.
Morning.
And we are on the Owyhigh Lakes Trail, but we're actually doing something different today. We're doing a point-to-point. We left Gino's car down on the White River Road a little after 5:30, piled in my car, and we drove up to Highway 123, the second trailhead. And we're going to go one direction only today. It's about a little under 9 miles. Started out a little after 6 in a very nippy 38 degrees. We've bundled up a bit. So we've got a long traverse this way, and we're going to climb up to the pass just south of Owyhigh Lakes. And then we'll hit the lakes and then be on the trail that we've taken many times before. So this first 5 miles up to the lakes, this part of the trail is new for us. So we're looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Thanks for hiking with us. So the traverse we're on parallels this creek all the way up to where we start really climbing. It's just kind of a gentle traverse, and for the life of me I can't remember the name of this creek. Not a real common name, so I will put it up on the video when I get home. But we're kind of paralleling it here as we climb, and we're going to go up this valley here, go up this way. There's more of the creek down there. Kind of a cool trail. This traverse, like I said, very steady ascent. Trail's clear, and we're making good time. So, still cool, bit of a breeze. Didn't put bug spray on this morning because I don't think there's going to be many bugs with these temps. So, we'll check in a bit. So about 3 miles in that long traverse, you ascend this slope on a bunch of short, little bit steep switchbacks. So we started way down there by the creek. We're about halfway up the slopes. We're heading up that way, but we're going to double back here on this. But we do most of our climbing in this section. And then we're going to make the long traverse back to the lake. So I'd say, judging where that ridge line is, we're about halfway up the switchbacks. And then we're going to open up. We've been in the woods. Other than that view of the falls down there, we've been pretty much in the woods all the way. And once we clear these switchbacks and that ridge line, we're going to be out in the open. So, okay, I got to climb. We'll check in a bit. So we finally reached an opening here after traversing up those switchbacks. Quite a view up here. We're heading this way. A little frost on the ground. If you're watching this video and interested in this hike, I wanted to point out the switchbacks, which are about 3 miles in. There's about 10 or 12 short, somewhat steep switchbacks, and then you hit a traverse that's heading off to the northwest, which we're doing now. And I thought we were done with the switchbacks, and then it went way to the northwest, and then it doubled back on itself and went back to the southeast for quite a ways, and then we finally got on this long traverse, which is still climbing, and but we're heading toward the lake. So heading the right direction. We'll check in a bit. Kind of a cool area here. We're looking down this valley that we've come up. Sun's out, kind of coming over the ridge here for a little bit. Warming these old bones up. A lot of frost on the ground this morning. Still pretty cool. And we're going to head through the trees. At some point here, we're going to hit this pass, which is going to take us up and over and to the right of camera and down to Owyhigh Lake. So I don't know, I'd say it's a little after 8. I'd say we're probably a half hour out, somewhere in there. Give or take 10 minutes, so 20 to 40 maybe. Never having been on this trail, I'm not sure, but just a great morning. Look at these views. And we heard an elk earlier when we took a short break, so. Okay, we'll check in at the pass or another open area, whichever comes first. So the trail made a turn to the north, which is the right way, and we've reached this big open meadow here. I'm not sure if that was the pass. We seem to have topped out, and I could see Tamanos Mountain in the distance behind these trees, which means Owyhigh's right over this next little crest here, but I don't know, haven't been on this trail, so we may have crossed the pass and now just have a straight shot into the lake, so we will see. We're pretty close though. God, my voice is echoing here in this opening. Okay, we'll check in a bit. I believe that is Tamanos Mountain. We obviously haven't reached the pass yet, but we're pretty dang close. And we're going the right direction, so this wash or whatever it is all dried up. It's a mud puddle now. And as you can see, it's real frosty here in the shade. Oh, we gotta be close. Okay, we'll check in a bit. Right after I stopped filming earlier, we crested the pass and began the long descent down to Owyhigh Lakes. And there they are, some mist rising over them. We're going to take a break up at Steve and Gino's favorite spot, our rock as we call it, Steve and Gino's Rock, and we'll check in up there. It's about 8:45. Good time to get up here. 5 miles, a little under 2 hours and 45 minutes, so not too bad for the three amigos. Okay, we're going to take a break in a bit. So we made it to Owyhigh Lakes. There's the smaller lake, larger lake, and in the sunshine, the Governor's Ridge. So we're going to take a break, and then we'll shoot some more here in a bit. But we're at the famous Steve and Gino's Rock, as we call it. Pretty morning, but very cool. Which is good, it means no bugs. Okay, we'll check in a bit. I said mist rising from Owyhigh Lake earlier, that's steam. Obviously cold and the sunlight's hit it. We haven't seen any animals today. We've seen a lot of sign, and we heard some elk down in that valley, but no sightings. And then we were commenting when we were up here earlier in June, if you remember my video, the Governor's Ridge had a lot of snow on it, and you can see now we've just got that one patch there. But Gino commented how steep that is, and it is steep. Holy smokes, so. But a really pretty morning, other than the temperature check, it's 45 degrees, so we're glad we're in the sun, because in the shade it's pretty chilly. But anyway, the amigos have the remaining 3.5 miles to go on a trail we've been on many times. So probably won't film much heading out. Maybe at Chinook Creek, and maybe check in once or twice on the way down. The hiker count so far is 0, which is what we expected, and we'll see what we run into on the way down. Schools have started in Washington State this week. Some started Monday and yesterday and today, and so maybe not as many people here today as there was earlier this summer. So from Owyhigh Lakes, we will check in on the way down. Thanks for hiking with us. So we've reached the bridge over Chinook Creek, and as you can see, it is dry. Dried up. Boy, I've never seen it like this. Usually this is water in it, but it's just a dry hole today. After we left the lake, we ran into 2 hikers already. 2 older gentlemen. Believe from talking to them they're going to go up to the lake and then climb up to Tamanos Mountain, which some people do. So hiker count is 2. We're heading down. I think we got 7 switchbacks if I remember right, and then we'll be out at the White River Road at Gino's car. So we'll check in along the way. Well, this is Steve checking in. We're in the switchbacks, and we've run into one more hiker and then had a very cool experience. We met Ranger Pete, and he was going up to check out Tamanos Camp and Owyhigh Lakes, and had an enjoyable, gosh, probably a 15-minute conversation with him, getting all kinds of scoops, as Gino said, on things, and just really enjoyed it. Really fun to talk to. So anyway, kind of an unexpected treat here as we head down the Owyhigh Lakes Trail back to Gino's car. So we will check in down below. Not much to see here in the woods. Just got all these switchbacks we're on, and we're heavily wooded. Temps probably, gosh, I think we're still in the 40s because it's still got a bit of a nip in the air, even though the sun's out. It's real nice in the sun, but boy, in the shade like we're in now, it is chilly. So I'll check in a while, down when we get down to the close to the car. We'll check in again. Well, this is Steve checking in one final time. It's about 10:30. We're pretty close to the car. Hiker count 5 and Ranger Pete. So anyway, what a great hike. Gino and I were just discussing. Really enjoyed this one. First 5 miles was new for us, and this stretch from the lakes down, of course, we've been on many times, but really a neat hike to do, the point-to-point like we did, putting a car on Highway 123 at the Deer Creek Falls trailhead, and then Gino's car's down here at the White River Road. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Let's see, next week we're going to stay on the east side of the park here, and we're going to do a favorite of ours. We're going to go up to do the loop around Natchez Peak and the side trip down to Dewey Lakes. So last year, if you remember, ran into a lot of PCT northbound hikers and interviewed them, put a video up, and to this date, it remains my most viewed video. So hopefully we get a chance to do that again. Really enjoyed that last year, and right now the extended forecast for next week looks pretty good. So provided there's no smoke, that's what we're going to do. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Until next time, thanks for hiking with us.